Guys, today in this video I'm going to discuss about an important concept which is AGP. So to understand this concept, let us consider a series. So we need to basically find the summation of the given series. This is an infinite series which have terms like x, 2x square, 3x cube, 4x raised power 4 and so on. It continues. So let us try to understand what is the actual series given in this particular sequence. So we need to split the terms. First step is we need to split these terms to understand what is an AGP basically. So every term has a constant value which is the coefficient. So the first term, so let us try to first find the coefficients. So coefficients of each term are basically, so in first term 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, it will continue. So as you can see that these coefficient, the terms that are basically coefficients are basically terms related to an arithmetic progression having common difference equal to 1. If you see, if you subtract these each terms, 2 minus 1, 1, 3, so each term is basically related to an arithmetic progression having common difference equal to 1. Common difference is what? And these all terms are in AP. And if you look at the variable terms, let's talk about the variable term. So variable terms are x, x square, x cube, x raised to power 4, x raised to power 5 and so on. Now these terms are related to a geometric progression having common ratio equal to x. These are basically terms of a geometric progression having common ratio equal to x. So now since we have splitted the terms and we found that the coefficients are in AP and the variable terms are in GP. So basically an AGP consists of two progressions, which is basically an arithmetic progression and geometric progression. So this is basically composition of AP and GP. So this is AGP. Now how to find the summation of these type of series? So let us try to understand this the concept. So I will basically explain few steps that you need to follow in order to find the summation of these type of series, which is AGP. So let's say the summation of the given series be S. So we'll write S equals to x plus 2x square plus 3x cube plus 4x raised to power 4, 5x raised to power 5 and so on up to infinity. And let this equation be equation number 1. Now first step is to find the common ratio in the given geometric progression in this AGP. In the given AGP. So we already found that, and that is basically x. So common ratio is x here. Now second step is you need to multiply this common ratio on both sides. Multiply common ratio on both sides and then again write the equation that you have obtained. So after multiplying the common ratio on both sides, we get s into x, that is Sx. Then we'll get x square plus 2x cube plus 3x raised to power 4 plus 4x raised to power 5 plus 5x raised to power 6 and up to infinity. So these are the terms, this is the equation that we have obtained after multiplying common ratio. Now what you need to do is, you need to subtract these equation number 1 and 2. You need to subtract equation number 2 from 1. So basically third step is subtract equation number 2 from 1. Now the subtraction that we need to do is basically we need to subtract only like terms. So basically we need to subtract x square from 2x square, 2x cube from 3x cube. So we need to leave this first term as it is, and afterwards we need to subtract these like terms from each other. So we will subtract x square from 2x square, then 2x cube from 3x cube, and so on. So let us subtract this equation and try to find out what is the resulting progression. So we have second equation as Sx equals to x square plus 2x cube plus 3x raised to power 4 plus 4x raised to power 5 plus 5x raised to power 6, so on. So this is basically equation number 2. Now after subtraction of like terms, so on LHS we will have S minus Sx, on LHS we will have S minus Sx, and on RHS we will have the first term we have to leave as it is, that is x, then afterwards 2x square minus x square plus 3x cube minus 2x cube plus 4x raised to power 4 minus 3x raised to power 4, and so on it will continue. Now if you look at this series carefully, you will get basically a geometric progression. How? So first term we have is x. Now second term will be x square, third term will be x cube, then x raised to power 4, and so on it will continue up to infinity. So if you carefully look at this series, this is nothing but a geometric progression. Now we know that for an infinite geometric progression, the value of summation is equals to a upon 1 minus r, which is a is the first term of the series, and r is the common ratio. R is the common ratio of infinite GP. So modulus of common ratio should be less than 1. So if this satisfies, so this will be given in question. So in any type of series, you will find that this condition will be given. Let's suppose in this question we'll have already given this condition, that is mod x less than 1. Now so on RHS this is basically in GP, and we can find the sum using this summation formula. We can easily find the sum of RHS. So after finding the sum, what we will get? So after finding the sum, we have s into 1 minus x equals to, so first term was x and common ratio was also x. So this is the summation of right hand side. Now taking this to denominator, we'll get the required sum. This is the required sum of the given AGP will be equal to x upon 1 minus x square. So this is basically the required sum. So now after understanding this concept, you can find different terms in AGP. So the basic thing that you have to remember while understanding this concept is you need to split the terms very carefully, such that you find a coefficient in AP, or it can be coefficient or any variable as well. So you need to split each term as to find an AP and a GP. If you are able to find that each term is basically consisting a term of an arithmetic progression and geometric progression, so after finding this, you can follow these simple steps in order to find the summation of an AGP. So let us move on to a question and try to find out the summation. We need to find this 3, 8, 4 by 16 up to infinity. So this is basically the series. So we need to find the summation of this given series. Now if you look at carefully each term, this is basically 1 into 1 by 2. This is basically 2 into 1 by 4. This is basically 3 into 1 by 8. This is 4 into 1 by 16. Now if you compare this with the earlier example that I have given, you will find that these coefficients, so now here is not coefficient, this is a constant term that we are having. So basically these constant terms are in AP, 1, 2, 3, 4, these are in AP. And if you look at the other term, which is basically 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 16, these are in GP. So now you can conclude that the given series is nothing but an AGP. So now the common difference, common ratio of the given GP is basically 1 by 2. This is the common ratio, which was the first step in order to find the summation of given AGP. So first step is to find the common ratio, which is basically 1 by 2 here. 1 by 2. Now after finding the common ratio, you need to multiply the common ratio on both sides, and then you need to subtract. So let us look what we get after multiplying. Now after multiplication you will get s into 1 by 2, this will be 1 by 4, this will become 2 by 8, this will become 3 by 16, this will become 4 by 32, and so on. So this is basically equation number 2. Now if you subtract this, you will get s 1 minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2 as it is, you will write this term, and 2 by 4 minus 1 by 4, then 3 by 8 minus 2 by 8 plus 4 by 16 minus 3 by 16, and so on it will continue. So the new series that we have obtained is 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus this will be 1 by 4, this will become 1 by 8, this will become 1 by 16, and so on it will continue up to infinity. Now if you carefully look at these terms, these are nothing but the terms of a geometric progression having common ratio equal to 1 by 2. So common ratio of this given geometric progression is 1 by 2. So you can easily find, and this series basically contain infinite terms. So you can use the formula for an infinite geometric progression, that is basically the sum is given by a upon 1 minus r. A is the first term, r is the common ratio. So first term is 1 by 2 and 1 minus r is basically 1 by 2 here. So we will get 1. So basically sum is 1. Now so we have on LHS, this is basically LHS, s into 1 by 2 equals to the summation that you have obtained of this geometric progression is 1. So you will get s equals to 2. So required sum is 2. So in this way you can find the summation of the given AGP. So this was all about the concept of AGP. Now let's move on to our next question, which is related to arithmetic, question that came in JEE Advanced 2017. So it says that we have a right angle triangle. We have a right angle triangle was given having area equals to 24 units. Area was given in question. Area was 24 units, and the sides are basically in arithmetic progression. Means the sides of the given right angle triangle was in arithmetic progression. So what we need to find is, the question was to find the smallest side. So let's suppose the three sides be, since we know that the three sides are in arithmetic progression, so we'll consider that let the sides be, we'll assume that the sides be a minus d, a and a plus d. Now what is a and d here? D is basically the common difference. D is basically the common difference, and a is the first term of the series, which consists these three terms, which are basically the sides of the given right angle triangle. Now, so the first condition that is given to us is that, so let this be a minus d and a plus d. First condition that is given to us is that we are given area equal to 24 units. So we know that area of a right angle triangle is basically half into base into height. So base is basically a minus d and height is a. So we'll equate it to 24. We will get a into a minus d equals to 48. So this is the first equation. Now second condition that is given to us is, that is not mentioned, but we know that in a right angle triangle, applying Pythagoras theorem, we get a square plus a minus d square equals a plus d square. So this, on simplifying, we get a square plus d square plus 2ad. So these will cancel. Let us erase this. So we have now this a square minus 2ad equals to 2ad, and we have this triangle. This is a minus d, and this is a plus d. Now let's take a common. So we'll get this. Now we can cancel a term because a is not equal to 0. Why? Because since we have considered a as a side of a right angle triangle, so we can cancel this term. So we'll get a minus 2d equals to 2d. So basically a is equals to 4d. Now let us substitute this value in equation 1. So after substituting this term in equation 1, we will get 4d into 3d equals to 48, which is basically 12d square equals to 48. So d square will be equal to 4, d will be equal to plus minus 2. Now, which value to choose here is? Now we know that a should be positive, since a is a side. A is the side of a triangle, the given triangle, so a cannot be negative. And if we consider d equal to minus 2, the corresponding a value will come out to be negative. So we have to discard d equal to minus 2. This we cannot take. So what is right is, we have to take d equals to 2. Now since we have obtained d equals to 2, we can now find the value of a. Which is the 4 into 2. So a comes out to be 8. So a is 8. Next side is a minus d, which is basically 8 minus 2, that is 6. And the largest side is a plus d, which is 8 plus 2 equals to 10. So in question we are asked to find the smallest side, which is basically 6. So this is the smallest side. So in this video I have explained the concept of AGP and a simple example of an arithmetic progression. So I will discuss similar type of concepts in next video. So till then, keep practicing problems and let me know if you have any doubt related to this concept in the comment section. Thank you so much.